Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. When 1,000-Pound Sisters first premiered on TLC in 2020, fans were immediately drawn to Tammy Slaton and her sister Amy Halterman. Their raw honesty, humor, and struggles with obesity resonated with viewers around the world. Over the years, Tammy in particular became a focal point of the series, not just because of her weight, but because of her turbulent health journey, complicated relationships, and unfiltered personality. Now, in the most recent season finale, Tammy stunned fans with what many are calling her biggest breakthrough yet. For years, audiences worried that Tammy would never make it to this point. But through resilience, tears, setbacks, and moments of triumph, she proved to herself, her family, and her fans that she's capable of transformation. In this deep dive, we'll explore exactly what happened in the season finale, why it's such a monumental moment for Tammy, and what this means for her future. We'll also revisit her long journey across multiple seasons, the emotional family dynamics that shaped her story, and how fans have responded to this shocking turning point. Tammy Slaton's journey so far. Tammy's story has always been complex. From the very first episode of 1,000-Pound Sisters, she made it clear that her weight struggles were not just physical but deeply emotional. At her heaviest, Tammy weighed over 700 pounds and was almost completely dependent on her family, particularly her sister Amy, for basic needs. Walking short distances was a challenge. Breathing required oxygen support. Simple activities that most people take for granted were daily battles for her. But Tammy's weight wasn't the only challenge. Over the years, she also battled food addiction, depression, anxiety, and self-esteem issues. Many times, viewers saw her lash out at family members out of frustration, especially when she felt they didn't understand her struggles. Her relationship with Amy was especially complicated. Amy, though also struggling with obesity, qualified for bariatric surgery earlier in the series. This fueled jealousy and resentment in Tammy, who often felt left behind as her younger sister began building a healthier lifestyle and even started a family. Tammy's journey became more alarming when her health took several dangerous turns. Hospitalizations, oxygen dependency, and even a medically induced coma shocked both her family and fans. Viewers feared she might not survive long enough to ever see true change. The road to the season finale. Leading up to the latest season, Tammy faced some of her hardest challenges. She had relationships that turned toxic, including partners who enabled her unhealthy habits. She struggled to maintain consistent progress. And despite multiple doctors warning her that her life was at risk, she sometimes seemed resistant to change. But behind the cameras, something began to shift. Tammy entered a weight loss rehabilitation facility where she began taking her health seriously for the first time. For months, she worked with medical professionals, therapists, and nutritionists. The rehab center became a turning point, pushing her to face not just her physical challenges but also her mental and emotional ones. The Tammy that fans saw in the season finale was not the same Tammy from the show's early years. This time, she was more reflective, more determined, and more hopeful. The season finale breakthrough. The finale episode built up to a moment that viewers had been waiting for since the beginning, Tammy reaching a major milestone that doctors once doubted she'd ever achieve. 1. A stunning weight loss reveal. In the finale, Tammy stepped onto the scale with nervous anticipation. Her family gathered, bracing themselves for the result. The number shocked everyone. Tammy had lost over 300 pounds since entering rehab. For someone who once seemed resistant to change, this was more than just a physical victory. It was proof that Tammy had finally taken control of her life. The emotional moment brought tears not only to her but also to her siblings, who admitted they had feared she wouldn't survive to see this day. 2. Approval for surgery. Another major breakthrough came when Tammy's doctor announced she was officially approved for bariatric surgery. Fans know how monumental this is. Tammy had spent years being told she was too unhealthy to qualify. The approval symbolized more than just medical progress. It represented years of struggle, disappointment, and perseverance finally paying off. 3. A shift in attitude. Perhaps the most surprising part of the finale was Tammy's demeanor. Instead of her usual sarcasm and defensiveness, she spoke with gratitude and humility. She admitted her mistakes, thanked her family for their support, and openly shared her fears about the surgery and future. This emotional maturity struck fans as Tammy's true breakthrough. It wasn't just about numbers on the scale, it was about her mindset. The emotional reactions. The season finale was filled with raw emotions from both Tammy and her family. Amy Halterman broke down in tears, admitting she never thought she'd see her sister make it this far. She told Tammy how proud she was and reassured her that no matter what, she'd always have her back. Chris Combs, their brother, voiced his admiration. Known for his tough love approach, Chris admitted he had doubted Tammy's commitment in the past. But seeing her progress left him speechless and filled with pride. Fans online reacted just as strongly. Social media lit up with posts celebrating Tammy's victory. Many viewers who had once criticized her were quick to acknowledge how wrong they were. "I underestimated her," one fan tweeted. "Tammy proved us all wrong." Why this finale felt different. For longtime viewers, the season finale didn't just feel like another update in Tammy's health journey. It felt like a turning point, a chapter closing, and a new one opening. In earlier seasons, many finales ended with frustration or fear. Tammy would often resist advice, struggle with relationships, or face another medical crisis. But this time, the finale ended with hope. For the first time in years, Tammy wasn't being carried out of a hospital. She wasn't making excuses. She wasn't blaming others. Instead, she was celebrating her accomplishments and preparing for a brighter future. Tammy's transformation, physical, mental, and emotional. What makes Tammy's breakthrough so powerful is that it's more than skin deep. Physical transformation. The weight loss itself is staggering. Losing over 300 pounds not only qualified her for surgery but also improved her mobility, breathing, and overall quality of life. She's no longer as dependent on oxygen. She can move more freely. She's regaining independence. Mental growth. Tammy's mental outlook has changed dramatically. Instead of focusing on what she can't do, she's embracing what she can. She's taking responsibility for her health instead of blaming others. That shift in perspective is crucial for long-term success. Emotional healing. Tammy has also begun repairing strained relationships. Her bond with Amy, once filled with tension and resentment, seems stronger than ever. She's opening up more to her siblings, showing vulnerability, and expressing gratitude, something fans rarely saw before. What this means for the future. The finale left fans buzzing with excitement about what's next for Tammy. Bariatric surgery recovery. Now that she's approved, Tammy will undergo surgery, marking another major milestone. While recovery will be challenging, her newfound determination gives fans confidence that she can handle it. A new lifestyle. Beyond surgery, Tammy will need to maintain her progress. This means continued therapy, exercise, and healthier food habits. But given her recent growth, many believe she's ready for this challenge. Potential for inspiration. Tammy's story is already inspiring countless fans who struggle with obesity and self-doubt. Her journey proves that change is possible no matter how hopeless things may seem. Fan reactions and cultural impact. The finale quickly became one of the most talked about episodes in the show's history. Online forums, Twitter threads, and Facebook groups filled with messages of love and support. Some fans admitted they once judged Tammy harshly but now see her as a symbol of perseverance. Others shared how watching her fight for her health motivated them to start their own fitness journeys. The episode also sparked conversations about obesity, food addiction, and mental health. By sharing her struggles so openly, Tammy is helping reduce the stigma and encouraging more people to seek help. The Slaton family dynamic moving forward. The finale also hinted at new beginnings for the Slaton family as a whole. Amy, now a mother of two, continues balancing her own health journey with parenthood. With Tammy's progress, Amy may finally feel less burdened by her sister's struggles. Chris, always the protective older brother, is likely to remain Tammy's biggest cheerleader. Amanda, Misty, and the other siblings will also play crucial roles, offering support and encouragement. For the first time, it feels like the family is united in hope instead of divided by worry. Why Tammy's breakthrough matters. Tammy Slaton's major breakthrough in the season finale isn't just reality TV drama, it's a story about resilience, second chances, and human strength. For years, Tammy represented the fear of what could happen if someone didn't change. But now, she represents the possibility of transformation. Her progress reminds viewers that even when change feels impossible, it's never too late. That's why this finale felt different. It wasn't just the end of another season. It was the beginning of a new life for Tammy Slaton. The latest 1,000-Pound Sisters season finale gave fans what they had long hoped to see: Tammy Slaton's breakthrough. After years of heartbreak, setbacks, and near-death scares, she has finally proven that she can fight for her health and her future. With massive weight loss, approval for surgery, a more positive mindset, and stronger family bonds, Tammy has transformed in ways that once seemed unimaginable. The finale wasn't just an episode, it was history in the making for the show and for Tammy herself. As fans look ahead, one thing is clear: Tammy Slaton's story is far from over. But now, for the first time, it's a story filled with hope.